Problem set 7 MCQ. The ratio of circumference and the area of circle is 2:7. The circumference upon area both of circle is 2:7. Circumference formula is 2 pi r and area is pi r square equal to 2 by 7. Pi pi get cancel, r get cancel, so 2 by r equal to 2 by 7. R will go there, so r will go to numerator and 2 by 7 will come on this side, so it turns into 7 by 2. 2 will get cancelled. So radius we got 7 what units. Now we need to find circumference. Circumference formula is 2 pi r. 2 into 22 by 7 into 7. 7 will get cancelled, is 44. But here in option we have all pi. So again 2 pi r is the formula, this formula. We will not substitute the value of pi because pi is given as pi only. So 2 into pi into r is 7. 7 2s are 14, 14 pi. So answer is either 44 or 14 pi, whatever is given. So answer is here option for 14 pi is given. So option A is the correct one. Now second, if measure of an arc of a circle is 160 degree, measure of arc, that is theta, and theta is 160 degree. Its length is 44 centimeter. The length of arc L 44 centimeter. Find the circumference of the circle. Circumference question mark. We know that since length of arc formula is length of arc equal to theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. Length of arc is given 44, theta is given 160 upon 360 into 2 pi r. We know 2 pi r itself is a circumference. So 44 into 360, or we can cancel out 0, so 36 by 16 equal to circumference. So circumference will be half 8, half 18, half 4, half 9. 4 1s are 4 11s are, and 11 9s are 99. Units are given centimeter, so centimeter. Now options are 66 centimeter, 44 centimeter, 160 and 99 centimeter. So definitely we know answer is D, 99 centimeter. Next, number 3rd. Find the perimeter of sector of a circle. Perimeter of sector of the circle. So first we will draw sector. How the sector appears? Sectors appears to be like this, in which these two sides are radius and this is the length of arc. Now perimeter of a sector we need to find if measure angle is 90 degree and radius is 7. So first we need to find length of arc. Length of arc equal to theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. Theta is 90 upon 360 into 2 into 22 by 7 into r is 7. 7 will get cancelled, 0. 9 1s are 9 4s are. 2 1s are 2 2s are, 2 1s are 2 11s are. So length of arc we got as 11. Units are given centimeter, so centimeter. Now perimeter. Perimeter, you know perimeter means sum of the length of boundary, right? This covered part is 11 centimeter, 7 centimeter and 7 centimeter. We know the formula also, the length plus double of radius, because it has one curved length and two radius. Length 11 plus double of 7, 11 plus 14 equal to 25 centimeter. So perimeter is 25 centimeter. Now options are A 44, B 25, C 36 and D 56. So answer B is the correct one. The next one, find the curved surface area of a cone of radius 7 centimeter and height 24 centimeter. Curved surface area of a cone is pi RL. CSA of a cone equal to pi RL. We don't have L. We have slant height? No. So first we will find L. We know L square equal to h square plus r square. L square equal to h is 24 square plus height is radius is 7 square. 24 square is 576. 7 square is 49. 9 plus 6 is 15. 1, 8 and 12. Again 1, 625. L square is 625, so L is 25. Taking square root on both sides. We got the value of L. So pi RL. Options we have normal, we don't have in a pi, so we have to substitute the value of pi. Pi will be 22 by 7, R is 7 and L is 25. 7 will get cancelled. 25 2s are 50, 5 left. 25 2s are 50 and 5, 55. 550 square centimeter because unit is centimeter. So answer will be 550 square centimeter. So answer is B, 550 centimeter square. Fifth one, the CSA of cylinder is 440 centimeter square. Its radius is 5 centimeter. Find its height. Now CSA of cylinder is 440. So CSA of cylinder formula is 2 pi RH. Now CSA is 440. So here 440 we will write. 2 will remain 2. Pi value 22 by 7 into R radius is given 5 and we need to find height. So 440 equal to 22 into 2, 44 by 7 into 5 into h. This both will come here and will get reciprocal. So 440 into 7 upon 44 into 1 upon 5 equal to h. 44 ones are 44 tens are 5 ones are 5 twos are, and height equal to 7 twos are 14 centimeter. So we have height as 14 centimeter. Now here we have answers in pi, so we should not substitute the value of pi. So again we will do CSA equal to 2 pi RH. CSA is 440. 2 into pi into R is 5 into h. We will isolate h. So 440 into 1 upon 2, that is upon 2, upon pi upon 5 h. 5 twos are 10 and 0 will get cancelled. So 44 by pi will be height. So what is the height? 44 by pi, and option 44 by pi. So A is the correct answer. Hope you understood first 5 MCQs. A cone was melted and cast into a cylinder of same radius and of the base that of cone. A cone was melted, so we will assume this is cone which was melted and formed into a cylinder. Both have radius same, which is r. Now if the height of the cylinder is 5, height of cylinder we know 5 centimeter, find the height of the cone. Find the height of the cone. Now the cone was melted to form a cylinder. It means volume of cone equal to volume of cylinder. Volume of cone formula is pi r square h. Volume of cone is 1/3 of pi r square h, and volume of cylinder is pi r square h. Now we know radius is same but the height is different. So here height I will assume h1 and here h2. Now on the same side r square right now they are same on both the sides, so they will get cancelled. Even pi will get cancelled. So we got 1/3 of h1 cone. Volume of h1 we need to find equal to h2 is given 5. So H1 equal to 5 into 3. Therefore H1 equal to 15 centimeter. So options are 15, 10, 18 and 5, and we know the answer 15 centimeter. Hope you understood this. The next one, find the volume of the cube whose side is 0.01 centimeter. Now it's so simple. Volume of cube formula, volume of cube equal to side cube or length cube. Side is 0.01 cube. 1 upon 100 cube. 1 cube is 1 itself, but 100 cube 3 times 0. 2 0, again 2 and again 2, total 6 zeros. Now again we will convert it into decimal number. So 0.12345 so 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, 6 will be the 1 centimeter cube will be the volume. So here options are first, second and third and fourth. The fourth one is the right point. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 zeros and 1. So D is the correct one. The next, find the side of a cube of a volume 1 meter cube. Find the side of a cube. Volume is given. Again volume of cube equal to side cube. Volume is given 1 meter cube equal to side cube. Cube will come on this side. When cube changes its sides, it becomes cube root. What it becomes? Cube root, because when square comes on this side, turns into square root. So it turns into cube root. Side equal to cube root of 1 cube. Taking cube root of 1, 1 cube root is 1 and meter cube is meter itself. So side equal to 1 meter. Now in option we don't have meter as a unit, we have centimeter as a unit. So side equal to, we know 1 meter means 100 centimeter. So side is 100 centimeter. And this is the end of question number 1 MCQ of problem set. Sum number 2, which is of 3 marks. A washing tub in the shape of frustum of a cone has height 21 centimeter. So it is the sum of frustum. The radii of the circular top and the bottom are 20 centimeter and 15 centimeter. We know the frustum has two radius, smaller and bigger. The R1, that is bigger radius, is 20 centimeter and R2, which is smaller, 15 centimeter, and height is 21 centimeter. What is the capacity of the tub? We need to find capacity of the tub, that is volume of the tub, but we have to find it in liters. So let's start with the solution. We know capacity means volume, so we will apply the formula of volume of frustum. Volume of frustum equal to 1/3 of pi h under bracket R1 square plus R2 square plus R1 into R2. Instead of writing R1, R2, you can write capital R and small r also. Volume of frustum will assume to be V, 1 upon 3. Value of pi is given 22/7, so we will take 22/7. Height is also given 21. Bracket R1 is 20 square, R2 is 15 square, and 20 into 15. V. 7 ones are 7 threes are 3 got cancelled. So we have only 22 left. Now 20 square is 400, 15 square is 225, 15 twos are 30, so 300. So V equal to 22 into 300 and 400, 700, 925, 925. So V equal to 22 5s are 110, so 11 left. 22 2s are 44 and 11, 55, so 5 left. 22 9s are 198, 198 and 5, 103. So 203. So 20350, right? 20350. centimeter cube, because unit is centimeter, that is the volume. Therefore volume of tub is of 20350 centimeter cube. But we know, since we know that 1 liter equal to 1000 centimeter cube. When 1 liter is 1000 centimeter cube, therefore 20,350 centimeter cube upon 1000, that will be the capacity of that tub. Therefore capacity of a tub equal to 20,350 centimeter cube upon 1000 centimeter cube. Centimeter cube will get cancelled, it converted into liters because it will come in liters, and after 3 decimal the point will come, so 20.35 or 350 liters. So 20.350 liters. So answer, capacity of the tub is 20.350 liters. And this is the end of sum number 2. Sum number 3, 4 marks. Some plastic balls of radius 1 centimeter were melted and cast into a tub. The thickness, length and the outer radius of the tub were 2 centimeter, 90 centimeter and 30 centimeter respectively. It means small plastic ball. You know, there are different type of plastic, thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. Thermoplastic can be used again and again after melting it, right? So today if a chair is made up of thermoplastic, you can melt it and you can form a different things. You might make a table, you might make sofa, you might make a fan. You can make any material of plastic by melting thermoplastic. So this might be these beads or the plastic balls are of thermoplastic, which radius 1 centimeter, means small balls. Definitely balls are of spherical in shape. So for plastic spherical ball, radius is 1 centimeter. Now they are melted and cast into a tube of thickness, length, outer radius. Now you might be wondering, what do you mean by thickness? We will take an example of this tube. Is similar structure, cylindrical structure, which has height of 90 centimeter. So this will be the height 90 centimeter and this will be the thickness. It has two radius. The first radius from the center till inner surface and the second radius will be from center till outer surface. All the material, right, which is of the melted plastic ball, the molten plastic balls, this will enter into this thickness. Now how to get the volume of this thickness? It is very simple. Volume of outer cylinder minus volume of inner cylinder. Only the difference in the cylinder will be its radius, because height will be same from externally also and internally also. So how much is the volume of this hollow sphere or hollow cylinder? It is volume of outer cylinder minus volume of inner cylinder, and that much amount of plastic balls are required. The same volume of plastic balls are required to make such tube. Now the outer radius is given 30 centimeter and the thickness is given 2 centimeter. So inner radius for cylindrical tube, inner radius equal to outer radius minus thickness. Inner radius will assume R, outer radius we will assume capital R minus thickness. Inner radius R, outer radius is 30 minus thickness is 2. So inner radius is 28 centimeter, that is inner radius. Now volume of plastic required to make given tube equal to volume of outer cylinder minus volume of inner cylinder, that is volume required equal to pi r square h minus pi r square h, as height will remain constant, so that's why I have taken as small h. Pi and h is common, so r square minus small r square. Pi value it is not given, so we will keep it as pi. Height is given 90 into capital R is 30 square minus small r is 28 square. Pi 90 into 30 square, we know 900 we can write, but I will write 30 plus 28, 30 minus 28. So pi into 90 into 58 into 2, correct? So finally 90 into 58 into 2 pi centimeter cube, that is the volume of the plastic which is required to make such hollow cylinder. Now volume of beads or volume of ball. Volume of ball. The ball is of spherical in shape. So volume of sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So 4 upon 3, pi will remain pi because we have not substituted the value of pi, and r is 1 cube. Here our radius is 1 centimeter for the ball. So 4 upon 3 pi, 1 cube is 1, and 1 into 4 upon 3 pi will remain 4 upon 3 pi centimeter cube. Now number of balls required to make such tube equal to volume of tube, volume of plastic in tube upon volume of ball. Volume of plastic in a tube is 90 into 58 into 2 pi upon volume of ball is 4 by 3 pi. First of all, pi will get cancelled, 4 by 3, 3 will go in numerator. So 90 into 58 into 2 into 3 by 4. 2 1s are 2 2s are 2 1s are 2 2s are 4, 2 9s are 18. So 90 into 29 3s are 29 3s are 33s are 90 minus 3 87, so 87 and 0. 7 9s are 63, so 6, 9 8s are 72, 72 and 6 78, 7 8 3 0. So number of balls which are melted to form tube is 7830. Therefore how many balls were melted? Number of balls melted to form given tube are 7830. This is the end of sum number 3. This sum is very important. Sum number 4, which is of 3 marks. A metal parallelepiped of measures 16 cm, 11 cm and 10 cm was melted. We'll assume this is a metallic parallelepiped. Parallelepiped means cuboid. Parallelepiped is another word for cuboid, which has a length, breadth and height. So length is 16 centimeter, breadth is 11 centimeter, and height is 10 centimeter. It was melted. Now we have to assume it is not hollow, it is complete. It is not mentioned it is hollow, so it might be completely filled, so it has certain volume, and volume of this parallelepiped is length into breadth into height. To make coins, now what is the shape of coin? Coins are actually pressed cylinders, so coins are cylinders. How many coins were made if thickness and diameter of each coin was 2 millimeter and 2 centimeter? Here the units are different, so we have to make it same. So definitely we will convert millimeter into centimeter because it is centimeter. Even the dimensions of parallelepiped are also in centimeter. So let's start with the solution. First of all, we will find the volume of parallelepiped, metal parallelepiped. So volume of metallic parallelepiped equal to length into breadth into height. That is the formula. The length is 16, breadth is 11, height is 10 centimeter cube. If you want to multiply, you can multiply. I am multiplying it. 16 11 16 ones are 16, 16 ones are 16 and 1 17, 176 and 0. So 1760 centimeter cube. If you don't multiply, it's okay. Now that is volume of metallic parallelepiped. Then thickness of coin. Thickness of coin was 2 millimeter and diameter is 2 centimeters. So we have to convert millimeter into centimeters. Thickness of coin, that is called height, 2 millimeter. So 2 millimeter is 2 upon 10 centimeter, because 1 centimeter equal to 10 millimeter, or you can write 1 millimeter equal to 0.1 centimeter. So thickness of coin we got, that is called height. Now diameter of a coin. Diameter of coin is given. Diameter of coin is given 2 centimeter. Therefore radius of a coin we'll assume R equal to diameter upon 2, which is 2 upon 2, and that is 1 centimeter. So we got radius equal to 1 centimeter for a coin. Now volume of coin. Volume of coin. What is the shape of coin? Cylinder. So volume of cylinder is pi r square h. Pi r square h. The formula. Pi value is not given, so we will take it afterwards. R is 1 square, and height, thickness is given 2 by 10. And as pi is not given, so we will definitely take 22 by 7. So 22 2s are 44 by 70, volume of one coin, centimeter cube. The next, number of coins. Now number of coins will be volume of this parallelepiped. So I'll write PP right now upon volume of coin. For practice, if you write short form, it's okay, but in exam don't write PP, they will not give you marks. You have to write full parallelepiped. Volume of parallelepiped is 1760 centimeter cube, and volume of coin is 44 by 70 centimeter cube. So 1760 centimeter cube will get cancelled into 70 upon 44. Now 22 2s are 22, 6s are 176 and 0. 2 1s are 2 30s are. Okay, I made a mistake. 22. Therefore answer, 2800 coins were made by melting given metallic parallelepiped. And this is the end of sum number 4. The diameter and the length of the roller is 120 centimeter and 84 centimeter respectively. We will assume this is a roller in which diameter is given 120 centimeter and the length of the roller, so this is diameter definitely, and length means height of the roller, length of the roller, because roller moves like this, so it is said to be length, but when you keep it vertical, so it becomes height. So height is 84 centimeters. So roller is nothing but the cylinder. The diameter is 120, that's why radius will be 60, and height is 84 centimeter respectively. To level the ground, 200 revolutions of the roller are required. 200 revolution. Now we'll assume this is the line from which we start counting the distance. So in one complete revolution it is covering this much distance in one revolution. In one revolution it is covering this much distance. So in 200 revolution it will cover 200 times of this much distance. Now what is this much distance? Means curved surface area. This much distance means curved surface area of roller. So find the expenditure of the level of the ground at the rate of 10 per square meter, and then again we have to find expenditure also. So let's start with the solution. Sum number 5th, diameter of roller. So for a cylindrical roller, diameter, which is D, equal to 120 centimeter. Therefore radius equal to R, equal to half of diameter, equal to half of 120, equal to 60 centimeter, that is radius. Therefore curved surface area of roller. Why curved surface area? Because in one rotation it will cover equal to distance equal area equal to one curved surface area. So CSA 2 pi RH, 2 will remain, 2 pi is not given, so we'll take 22 by 7. R is radius 60 and height is 84. 7 ones are 7 ones are 7, 2s are 14. So 2 into 12 into 60 into 2 into 22 into 60 into 12. So which is 31680 centimeter square. This is the curved surface area. So in one rotation it will cover this much distance. Therefore in 200 rotation it will cover 200 times the distance. But before that the rate is given 100 rupees 10 per square meter. So here meter is given, but we here in curved surface area we got centimeter square. So first of all we have to convert centimeter square into meter square. So therefore since 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter, therefore 1 meter square equal to 100 centimeter square. So 1 meter square, 1 square 1 meter square meter, 100 square 10,000 centimeter square. So 1 centimeter square equal to 1 upon 10,000 meter square. So instead of centimeter square what we will write? 1 upon 10,000. So therefore CSA equal to 31680 upon 10,000 meter square, because instead of centimeter square we have to write 1 upon 10,000 meter square. Therefore CSA equal to 0 0 will get cancelled after 3, so 3.168 meter square, that is curved surface area. Therefore curved surface area of roller equal to 3.168 meter square. Now it take 200 revolution, it complete 200 revolution or rotation. Therefore total area covered in 200 rotation equal to 200 into 3.168. 200 into 3168 upon 1000. 00 00 got cancelled. 2 8s are 16, 1 6 2s are 12 and 1 13, 1 2 1s are 2 and 1 3, 2 3s are 6, and decimal 1 point because 1 0 is left. So 633.60 meter square. Now the rate of leveling the ground equal to rupees 10 per meter square. Therefore total expenditure of leveling the ground equal to 10 into 633.60 or 6 only. So 10 into the same number we will get 6336 rupees. So answer, the expenditure of leveling the ground is rupees 6336. This is the end of sum number 5. Sum number 6, which is of 4 marks. The diameter and the thickness of the hollow metal sphere are 12 centimeter and 0.01 meter respectively. So first of all we know the diameter, which is 12, so we need to find first radius. So diameter of a sphere, diameter of sphere equal to, first we'll assume that's d, equal to 12 centimeter. Therefore radius of sphere r, if diameter is capital D, radius will be capital R. Half of diameter, half of 12 equal to 6 centimeter. Therefore radius equal to 6 centimeter. Now surface area, we need to find surface area, outer surface area. This is the outer radius only, because it is not mentioned whether it is inner or outer. So diameter and thickness of the hollow metal sphere is 12, it means it is outer radius itself. So outer radius we know 6, we need to find outer surface area. Surface area of, cancel and write it again, surface area of sphere. The formula is 4 pi r square. 4 pi value is given 3.14, so 314 upon 100 into radius, we got 6, into 6. So 36, 6 6 are 36, and 36 4s are 36 double is 72, and 72 double 144. So 36 4s are 144 into 314 upon 100. Now multiplication of this two is 45216 upon 100. So after two numbers, the decimal point will come centimeter square. So 452.16 centimeter square. We got one answer. This answer. Now the density is given, and we need to find mass. Density of a metal is given 8.88 gram per centimeter cube. We need to find mass of the sphere. Density, mass, there is a formula. Density is equal to mass upon volume. So in short, first of all we have to find the volume. Now this sphere is a hollow sphere, just like this cylinder. This cylinder is a hollow cylinder which has a gap inside. Same way, a sphere, a ball which has a gap inside, has particular thickness. Outer radius is given 6, inner radius is not given, but the thickness is given. So if we subtract outer radius minus thickness, just like this, the outer radius minus thickness, so we will get inner radius. So first of all we will find the inner radius. Inner radius of sphere. Inner radius we will assume r equal to outer radius capital R minus thickness. Outer radius we know 6 minus thickness. Thickness is given 0.01 meter. First of all we have to convert 0.01 meter into centimeter. So since 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter, therefore thickness equal to 1 meter equal to 0.01 meter, right? Here thickness is 0.01 meter. So it is 1 upon 100, and instead of meter we will write 100 centimeter. So instead of meter we have written 100 centimeter, and 0.01 is 1 upon 100. 100 will get cancelled. Therefore thickness will be 1 centimeter. So thickness is 1. So 6 minus 1 is 5 centimeter. So inner radius, small radius, is 5 centimeter. Now we need to find the volume. You know, volume of hollow thing is outer volume minus inner volume. I know this is a cylinder, it is not sphere, but for sphere we will use the formula of sphere. Volume of hollow sphere equal to volume of outer sphere minus volume of inner sphere. Volume of outer sphere, we'll write V. Volume of hollow sphere V. Volume of outer sphere formula is 4 upon 3 pi capital R cube. Volume of inner is 4 upon 3 pi small r cube. The common will be 4 upon 3 pi. So capital R cube minus small r cube. Volume 4 upon 3. Capital R is 6 cube minus small r is 5 cube, and the value of pi we know 3.14 or 314 upon 100. Now 4 upon 3 into 3.14 into 6 cube, 216, minus 5 cube, 125. So volume equal to 4 by 3 into 314 upon 100 into 6 minus 5, 121 minus 12, that is 9. So 91. Now therefore volume equal to 4 into 314 into 91 upon 3 into 100, that is 300. Therefore product of these three number is 114296 upon 300, but we can put the decimal points 00, so we can put here point upon 3. Therefore volume equal to 3 3s are 9, 24, 3 8s are 24, zeros are 3 9s are 27, now 26, 3 8s are 24, 2 20, 3 6s are 18, 6 6 6 6 will come, so we will not write, we will write just write till 3 digit centimeter cube, and we know the third digit is more than 5, so volume equal to 380.99 centimeter cube. This is the volume. Now what else we need to find? The density of metal is given. Now we will write density of metal equal to 8.88 gram per centimeter cube. Mass we need to find, the volume we know, volume of the metal 380.99 centimeter cube. No, volume, yes, correct. So mass equal to, or mass of metal, question mark. Therefore now first we will write since formula of density equal to mass upon volume. This is the formula of density. Formula, we need to find mass, so we will isolate mass. So mass equal to density into volume. What is density? The density is 8.88 and the volume is 380.99. After multiplication we will get 3383.19 gram. This is the mass of the sphere. If you want to convert, you can convert in kilogram just by dividing with 1000, but as per the back answers it is given in gram itself, right? It is given in the gram, so we are not converting into kilogram. Now the answer, the outer surface area and the mass of sphere are, now what is the outer surface area? Outer surface area was 452.16 centimeter square and mass is 3383.19 gram respectively. And this is the end of sum number 6. Sum number 7, a cylindrical bucket. The bucket generally is of frustum shape, but it is given here cylindrical, so you have to assume as a cylindrical only. Of a diameter 28. If diameter is 28 means radius is 14 centimeter. Height is 20 centimeter and full of sand. When the sand of the bucket or sand in the bucket was poured on the ground, the sand got converted into a shape of cone. It means volume of cylinder will get converted into volume of cone. If the height of the cone was 14 centimeter, height of the cone 14 centimeter, what was the base area of the cone? We need to find base area. What is the base area of cone? Pi r square. In short, we need to find the value of pi r square, base area of a cone. So as per the given information, diameter 28, so radius will be 14, height is 20, conical heap of the sand, height is 14 centimeter for the cone, and we need to find base area. So solution, We'll start with the finding radius, since for the cylindrical bucket diameter is 28, so radius diameter d equal to 28 centimeter. Therefore radius r equal to half of diameter equal to half of 28 equal to 14 centimeter. So radius is 14 centimeter. Now we need to find first volume of the bucket, so that we will get the volume of sand. So volume of sand in a bucket, volume of sand in a bucket equal to, the bucket is of cylindrical shape, so volume of cylinder is pi r square h. Pi, we will take it as pi only. Our radius of the bucket is 14, so 14 square, r small only, not capital, into height. What is the height? Height is also 14. Height is 20. Height is 20 because 14 is for the conical part. This is a cylindrical. Height is 20. So volume of a sand in a bucket is 14 square, that is 196 into 20 into pi. So 196 double 0 first, 6 2s are 12, 1 9 2s are 18, 1 19, 1 2 1s are 2 and 1 3. So 3920 pi centimeter cube, that is the volume of bucket. Now volume of conical heap. Conical heap formula will be 1/3 of pi r square h. 1/3 will remain 1/3, pi will remain pi r. Radius, we need to find radius r square, and h we know it's 14. H is 14. So we will get 14 ones are 14 upon 3 pi r square. That is the volume of conical heap. Now since the volume of sand in bucket equal to volume of heap of conical heap of a sand, volume of sand in a bucket equal to volume of sand in heap or conical heap. Therefore volume is 3920 pi equal to 14 by 3 pi r square. So first of all pi will get cancelled. 14 by 3 will come on this side. So 3920 into 3 by 14 equal to r square. So r square equal to, now we will divide these two things. 14 ones are 14, 14 twos are 28, 28, so 11 112, 14 eights are 112 and 0 into 3. Therefore r square equal to, we will keep this only, r square equal to 280 into 3 centimeter square. Now we need to find base area of a cone. Base area of a cone, base area of a cone. equal to pi r square. Pi we know 22 upon 7 because it is not given, into r square. We know r square is 280 into 3. 280 into 3. So don't waste your time to find r, because you should know what we need to find: base area of a cone. Base area of cone is pi r square. So 7 ones are 7, 4s are 28, 4 3s are 12. So 22 into 120. Now 22 0, 22 2s are 44, 4, 22 ones are 22, 22 and 4 26, 2640 square centimeter. So what was the base area of a cone? Answer: the base area of a cone is 2640 square centimeter. And this is the end of sum number 7. Sum number 8. The radius of metallic sphere is 9 centimeter. Metallic sphere, a ball, 9 centimeter is radius. It was melted to make a wire of diameter 4 millimeter. Now wire means cylinder, a thin cylinder of diameter is 4 millimeter, so radius will be 2 millimeter, and millimeter we have to convert into centimeter. Find the length of the wire. We need to find the length of the wire. Let's start. Now solution. First of all, as we are melting the metallic sphere, right? Metallic sphere we are melting of radius 9 centimeter. So we will find first volume of metallic sphere. So for metallic sphere volume equal to 4 upon 3 pi r cube, and that is formula. Volume 4 upon 3 pi into r. R is 9 cube. Now 4 upon 3 pi into 9 cube is 729. 3 2s are 6, 3 4s are 12, 3 3s are 4 3s are 12, 1 4 4s are 16, 1 17, 1 4 2s are 8 and 1 9. 972 pi centimeter cube. That is the volume of metallic sphere. After that it was melted, and the wire of diameter. Now wire means a cylinder. Wire means cylinder. Diameter is 4 millimeter. Now diameter of wire D 4 millimeter. Therefore radius of wire R half of diameter. Half of 4, 2 millimeter. Now we need to convert into centimeter, since 1 millimeter equal to 1 upon 10 centimeter. Therefore radius equal to 2. Instead of millimeter we will write 1 upon 10 centimeter equal to 0.2 centimeter is the radius. Now volume of wire. Volume of wire is a cylinder, which is pi r square h. Pi will remain pi. R we know 0.2, so 2 by 10 into 2 by 10 into height. Height we don't know, we need to find height, right? So 2 2s are 4 pi upon 100 h. So this is volume 1 and volume 2, volume of wire. Since metallic sphere was melted to make wire, therefore volume of metallic sphere equal to volume of wire. Volume of metallic sphere we got 972 pi, and volume of wire is 4 pi upon 100 h. This both, right now there's multiplication, so h we need to find, so we will isolate h. So this fraction will come on this side, so 972 pi into 100 upon 4 pi. Pi will get cancelled. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 4s are 16, 4 3s are 12. So height equal to 24300 centimeter. Now you can keep it in centimeter, but as per back answers it has been converted into meter. So therefore height equal to 24300 into 1 upon 100 meter, because 1 centimeter is, since 1 centimeter is 1 upon 100 meter, therefore height equal to 0000 will get cancelled and 243 meter. But if you keep it here, if you leave the answer here, that is also correct, because it has not been asked to convert in meter, right? So this is the answer. Finally we will write the answer in words. Answer: find the length of not find the length of the length of the wire is 243 meter, and this is the answer. Sum number 9. The area of sector of a circle of 6 centimeter radius is 15 pi square centimeter. That means radius is 6 centimeter and area of sector is 15 pi centimeter square. Find the measure of arc. Measure of arc means theta, and length of the arc of the corresponding sectors. We need to find length of the arc. So let's start. Sum is very easy, which is of just 3 marks sum. So let's start solution for area of sector. Since area of sector, what is formula of area of sector? Theta upon 360 into pi r square. Area will be area is given, which is 15 pi, right? It is given 15 pi. Theta we don't know, upon 360 into pi. Radius is given 6 square. So 15 pi into theta, we will isolate theta. So into 360 upon pi into 6 square is 36. So theta, pi will get cancelled. 36 ones are 10s are. So it is 150 degree. So theta we got 150 degree. Now measure of arc we got. Now length of arc, we know the length of arc when area of sector is given. Length of arc formula is area of sector into 2 upon r. Now area of sector, length of arc will write L. Area of sector is given 15 pi into 2 upon radius is given 6. 2 ones are 2, 3s are 3, 1s are 3, 5s are 5 pi. So length of arc is 5 pi centimeter. So as they have not given the value of pi, generally we will not substitute. If you want to substitute it, your choice, but as per the back answers it is 5 pi only. So therefore final answer, therefore the measure of arc is 150 degree and the length of arc is 5 pi centimeter. And this is the end of sum number 9. Sum number 10. This sum is very important and it is bit different sum. This sum is of 4 marks. Segment AB is a chord of a circle that we can see with center P. PA is 8, that is radius, and distance of the chord AB from the center is 4 centimeter. It is 4 centimeter. Now distance is always perpendicular. If it is not given perpendicular sign, then you have to think that it is perpendicular, because distance from the chord to the center, distance is always perpendicular. Now find the area of shaded portion. In short, shaded portion is segment. Area of segment we know, area of sector minus area of triangle. Now every time whenever they ask segment, they give central angle theta. Here theta is not given. Theta is not given. Then first of all we have to find the value of theta, and then only we can proceed with the sum. Now how to find theta? Let's start. That is the challenging thing. Now you can find theta by two ways. The first way are the general basic things, 30, 60, 90 theorem, certain properties of 9th standard, that perpendicular drawn from a center to the chord bisects the chord. This all property, and some other property of trigonometry. But as we have not done yet trigonometry chapter, we will not use trigonometry concept. Okay, because particular sum you can do by any method. So here you can apply trigonometry formulas also. That is also considerably easy to find out the value. But as we have not done trigonometry, we will not use trigonometry, but we will use the other formulas or other properties. Let's start. Now in circle with center P, in circle with center P, segment PC. See, this C point is not given in the question, so we have to write let segment PC be perpendicular to chord AB. Now by chord bisection property, or since perpendicular drawn from center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. Therefore AC equal to CB equal to half of AB. We will mark it as 1. Now in triangle PCA, in triangle PCA, angle PCA equal to 90 degree. Therefore by Pythagoras theorem, PA square equal to PC square plus AC square. PA we know 8 square, PC we know 4 square plus AC square. So AC square equal to 64 minus 16. So AC square 14 minus 6 is 8, and 5 minus 1 is 4, 48. Now AC square 16 3s are 48. Therefore AC taking square root, 16 square root is 4, and 3 square root is root 3 centimeter, 4 root 3 centimeter. Now AC we got, we'll mark it at 2. Now from 1 and 2, AC is half of AB, right? So 4 root 3 is half of AB. Therefore AB, 2 will come here, right? So 2 will be in multiplication, 4 root 3 into 2. Therefore AB equal to 8 root 3. So 8 root 3 centimeter. So we got the value of AB, which is 8 root 3. Now we can easily find the area of triangle. Because base we got, height is already given. So half into base into height, and we can find out the area of triangle. But the theta is still left. So let's see. Now this is hypotenuse, AP is hypotenuse, correct, and AC. Now AC, opposite side of theta upon hypotenuse, AP. Since AC upon AP equal to, AC is 4 root 3, and AP is 8. So AC upon AP equal to 4 ones are 4 twos are root 3 upon 2. Therefore AC equal to root 3 upon 2 times of AP. AC is root 3 upon 2 times of AP. Therefore by this is like converse of 30-60-90 theorem. By converse of 30-60-90 theorem. Hope you know that 30-60-90 theorem. What is 30-60-90 theorem? The side opposite to 60 degrees root 3 upon 2 of hypotenuse. Therefore angle opposite to AC is of 60 degree. So this angle is 60 degree. Therefore theta 1 equal to 60 degree. Similarly, we can prove this. Will assume theta 2 angle CPB equal to theta 2 equal to also 60 degree. This also we can prove 60 degree. Now therefore angle APB, full angle APB equal to theta 1 plus theta 2. Reason angle addition property. Therefore angle APB equal to 60 plus 60. Therefore angle APB equal to 120. So we will assume that theta. So let angle APB equal to theta equal to 120. So full we got 120 degree. Now we can find out the area of sector and area of triangle, and then we can subtract it. So let's start now. Area of sector P dash ADB. Formula will be theta upon 360 into pi r square. Formula. Theta we know 120 degree upon 360. Pi is 3.14 upon r square. R is 8 square. 12 ones are 12 threes are. So 3.14 into 64 by 3. Now we'll multiply this two. It is 200.96, and when we divide it by 3 we will get 66.98 centimeter square. That is the area of sector. Now area of triangle. Area of triangle PAB equal to half into base is AB into height is PC. Again formula. So half into AB we got 8 root 3 into PC. PC is given already 4. So 8 2s are 16 root 3. 16 root 3 value is 1.73. 16 3s are 48. 4 left. 16 7s are 112 and 416. 1 left. 16 not 1 11 left. 11 then 16 ones are 16 and 11 27. So we have 27.68 centimeter square, which is area of triangle. Now area of segment, shaded portion, that is area of segment. Area of segment ADB equal to area of sector, which is P dash ADB, minus area of triangle, which is PAB. Now area of segment, we need to find area of sector is 66.98 minus area of triangle is 27.68. 8 minus 8 0, 9 minus 6 3, 16 minus 7 is 9, and 5 minus 2 is 3. So 39.30 centimeter square. Finally, the area of shaded portion. Answer: the area of shaded portion is 39.30 centimeter square. And this is the end of sum number 10. Sum number 11. Square ABCD is inscribed in a sector, right? ABCD is a square which is inscribed in a sector A dash PCQ. A dash PCQ. The radius of sector C dash BXD, C dash BXD is 20 centimeter. This radius is 20 centimeter. Now radius will be side of square here, because BC is the radius of sector C dash BXD, and CB is the radius. Similarly, CD is also radius, CB and CD. So both will be 20 centimeter, that is side of square. Complete the following activity and find the area of shaded region. What is the area of shaded region? Simple. Area of bigger sector minus area of smaller sector is the area of this shaded portion. Side of the square of ABCD equal to the radius of sector C dash BXD equal to 20 centimeter. Now area of square, area of the square. Area of square equal to side square, which is 20 square, equal to 400 centimeter square. Now area of shaded region equal to shaded region inside the square, shaded region, this region, this part, equal to area of square minus area of the sector CBD, area of the sector. Now area of sector CBXD. First area of square we know it is 400. 400 minus area of sector theta upon 360 into pi r square. So 400 theta is 90, right? This is 90 because it is if it is a square, then angle will be 90 degree. So 90 upon 360 into pi r square. 90 upon 360 into pi r square. After substituting values, we will get 314. The value will get 314. So 400 minus 314. 400 minus 314 is 86 centimeter square. 86 centimeter square. Now radius of bigger sector. Radius of bigger sector will be the length of the diagonal of square ABCD. Length of the diagonal of square, because this will be the radius. What will be the radius? Let me show you. This will be the radius. Right? AC, AQ, AP, these are the radius. AC we will get. What is AC? Diagonal of quadrilateral ABCD. So diagonal of square formula is root 2 into side. Root 2 into 20. Side is 20. So 20 root 2 centimeter. Therefore, area of shaded region outside the square. Area of the shaded region outside the square. This 2. Equal to area of sector A dash PCQ. A dash PCQ minus area of square BCDA. BCDA, area of the square. Now area of A dash PCQ, which is theta upon 360 into pi r square, minus area of ABCD. Now what is area of ABCD? ABCD is side square, right side, any particular side we can write AB square or something like that. Any particular side you can write, no problem. Then 90 upon 360 into pi value 3.14, r is 20 root 2 square minus AB we know 20 square. So this value of this, after calculation you will get 628. After calculation, solving this, you will get 628, and 20 square is 400, and the difference of 628 minus 400 is 228 centimeter square. Therefore total area of shaded region is 86. This was 86 plus 228 equal to 314 centimeter square. As I told you, there is one more method. And what is one more method? See, this question was to fill these boxes, so we have to go with this method only. But in exam, if it is not asked activity based, then what you have to do? You just have to find out first area of sector A dash PCQ and minus area of sector C dash BXD. Okay, now here also it is 90 degree because it is also the angle of square. So 90 degree theta for 360 into pi r square. Hope you know this. Okay. And the last sum, 12th sum, two circle with center O and P. Two circle with center O and P are touching internally at point A. BQ is 9. DE is 5. DE this much part. Complete the following activity. Again, activity. And find the radii of the circle. We need to find radius of the circle. In short, we have to find OA and PA. Let the radius of the bigger circle be capital R and the smaller circle be small r. OA, OB, OC and OD are radii of bigger circle. Therefore, OA equal to OB equal to OC equal to OD equal to R. These all four are R. Now PQ equal to PA equal to small r. Now small circle, right? Small circle, and radius are PA and PQ. So that will be small r. Now OQ plus BQ equal to OB, right? OQ plus BQ equal to OB. So this OB is R. BQ is 9. So QO will be BO minus BQ, which is R minus 9. Now OE similarly OE will be OD minus DE. What is OD? OD is also R minus 5. This will be R minus 5. Now, as the chord QA and EF of the circle with center P intersect each other in the interior of the circle. So, by property of internal division of chord of the circle. Now, this property of internal division of chord of a circle is in chapter number 3. It indicate, we have not done yet chapter number 3, but this chapter indicate, or this property indicate, when two chords are intersecting each other. Then example, here two chords are DC and BA. They are intersecting at point O. Then DO into OC equal to AO into OB. So similarly here QO into AO for smaller circle. Are you getting it? For smaller, that is for bigger circle. Now for smaller circle, QO into OA equal to EO into OF. So this is for smaller circle. This is the property of internal division of two chords of circle. In which chapter? Chapter number 3, circle. Now here QO, we got the value of QO. QO is R minus 9 into R. OE OE also we got r minus 5. OF is also same, which is also r minus 5. So multiply r into r square, r into 9r, right, minus 9r equal to, will remain equal to r minus 5. It is perfect square. So r square minus 2 into 5 into r, which is minus 10r, plus 25. 5 square is 25. By simplifying, we will get r equal to 25 units. As we get r equal to 25 units, now AQ is sum of AO plus OQ. AO plus OQ. And AQ, we can even write AQ equal to AB, which is diameter, minus BQ. So AB minus BQ, correct, which is equal to 2r. AQ equal to 2r, double of radius, that is B dash Q dash A. So 2r is 50 minus 9, which is 41. So r equal to radius equal to, because diameter na, AQ is a diameter, AQ is a diameter of smaller circle, So radius will be half of diameter, so 41 upon 2. So 2r is 41, so r equal to 41 upon 2, and 41 upon 2 is 20.5 units. So finally answer, the radius is 20.5 units. And this is the end of chapter number 7, mensuration, even of problem set.